What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Black Star, aka DBS. So for today's video, I just want to share a few strategies on how to boost up your credit score. But the first thing that I'm going to tell you is I am not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what the things that I've done to help boost up my credit score. The first thing is, of course, you need to eliminate all your debt. What I recommend is if you have two credit cards, focus on the credit card that has a higher interest rate versus the lower interest rate. And why? Is simply because the higher interest rate means you're gonna take longer to pay that credit card. Now, just because I say focus on the higher, I'm not saying don't focus on the less. You have to still pay that credit card. And all credit cards have a minimum payment. I do not advise anyone paying just the minimum payment. So let's say if the minimum payment is $40, if you can, pay $100 just to avoid a higher interest rate, and also, you know, avoid taking longer paying that credit card. But again, focus on that chunk of that credit card that has a higher interest rate. You want to get that rid of, and then you focus on the lower interest rate credit card. Another thing is that if your credit card has a credit limit of, let's say, $1,000, you cannot spend $900 or $1,000 on that credit card. You have to spend less than that. So basically, the 30% utilization rule. You can't spend more than 30% of that credit limit that you have. Because every month they will run your credit, the credit bureau will check your credit, and from there, you know, they'll determine whether it will fluctuate, your credit score will go up or down. So you want your credit score to be up all the time. So avoid spending close to your credit limit, if you know what I mean. Another thing is that avoid paying your credit card late, because every credit card has a late fee, and most credit cards, I might be wrong, the minimum is $30 the fee. I'm not sure it went up, because I know that the credit cards APRs went up recently due to the president increasing all the credit cards. I think that's what I was told. Another strategy is if you bought something at the supermarket and it was $20, you actually have $20, pay it on your credit card immediately. Because if you just let it sit there, $20 here, $10 here, $50 here, and you have the money, actually you have the actual money, pay it that same day. You went to the supermarket, spent $20, pay it that same day, etc. That way is easier to pay it off, and also it will not be reflected in your credit report. I suggest this, checking your credit report. I know that nowadays many credit cards are offering like the programs that they use to determine your credit, and it's free. So you want to look into that with your credit card, your bank, and see if they have those options for you where you can actually check your credit score every day if you want, and you'll see if it goes up, down, it stays the same. You want to make sure that you're not opening 10,000 credit cards a year, and I'm exaggerating. Try to avoid opening so many credit cards a year, because that would also reflect in your credit, and they'll see it as you're not responsible with your money. You're opening tons of credit cards, and that's what it means. Like if you open tons of credit cards to them, they'll see you as an irresponsible person, because it will stay in your credit report, I think, up to 2 years, those credit lines that you requested to be credit cards to be opened. So you want to be aware of that. And I think those are the main things that you have to keep in mind. You know, how much you owe, your credit card interest rate, how much you'll be paying a month, your credit limit, not going over the 30% limit that you shouldn't be going over with. And that's it. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what has worked for me. So stay on top of your credit. Just because if in the future you want to buy something and it requires your credit, you don't want to be bummed out and not be able to buy it because your credit didn't qualify. So if you like this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.